Poor old Double Strike sent his photograph to a Lonely Hearts Club. They sent it back, saying they weren't that lonely. That's all I got. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? Emgo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Warbotron Double Strike. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So the usual packaging that we've been getting with this set. You have Collection Warbotron here on this nice strip that I will now rip off. So you have the flap right here, open it up, right there is where the figure sits. You have a nice piece of artwork there of Double Strike right there. On this side of the box you don't have nothing except a little flap there. On this side you have stuff on the top, you have Warbotron, upside down Warbotron on the bottom. Warbotron warning, all that stuff and things and stuff in the other. On the back of the box you have your picture there of the combined mode. And of course you just have the little tray. Actually pulls out very easily. This is the easiest tray to pull out of this whole set. They finally fixed the tolerances on the box. Hooray! That's basically it for the packaging. And included in the packaging is the obligatory third-party collector's card there with Double Strike. And you have his tech specs right there, skill, strength, intelligence, and there you have that. Woo cards. So, moving right along, here we have Double Strike, the final component of Warbotron's Not Computron, and this is their Strafe. So, here he is in his jet mode, his weird jet mode. I always thought his jet mode was weird. But, yeah, there it is. You got the nice transparent orange cannons right up front. You got some more transparent plastic there. You got some silver bits here that are picked out very nicely. And just coming down the jet here. You can see you got some silver right here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You got some silver right here along with some other silver paint apps. You got some more transparent orange plastic back here with some silver. You get some gold paint back here, some gold on the wings, a little bit of silver on the wings. You get a little bit of silver right here on these tips right here. Up front, got some little transparent missiles here on the back with silver painted tips. A little bit of black. And yeah, we do have landing gears, which can fold up with rolling wheels. You also get two rolling wheels here in the back, which is nice. So you actually can roll. Whee! Rolling. But yeah, as far as the wings go, I mean, this is the configuration they tell you to put the wings in the instructions, but there are actually a lot of joints on these wings, so you can pretty much angle these however you wish. You can have them straight out if you want. Totally up to you, but the instructions tell you to do it like this. But hey, again, as always, it's your toy. Display it however you want. It does have a firing missile, which I think is a first. Pull back on this little switch right here, and it shoots this little transparent orange missile right here with the silver tip. Actually shoots it very, very far. There's a lot of spring tension in here. And I pretty much shot this clear across the room. And yeah, it's very, that actually hurt a little bit. Ow! Very powerful little missile. Be careful where you aim that. It'll shoot your eye out, kid. Literally, that will shoot somebody's eye out. But anyway, moving right along, let's get on with the comparisons here. Let's bring in his buddies here. Let's get the team together. Get him in here. What order should I do this in? Okay, there. And we'll do nose cone. Light speed, and there we go. There you have your Nut Technobots finally together. Woo! Cool. I dig it. Nice looking set. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. There you have that. There you have that. Have that, and there you have that. So yeah, there you go. There you have Strafe or double strike, double the strike, double the fun, double your Computron gum. I don't know what's happening anymore. So let's just get right on to transformation, shall we? We'll go into combine mode right now. So to do that, you want to take these front end guns here and pull them out. You also want to take out these little side wings right here. What? Parts forming? Worst toy ever. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Flip up the landing gear. And you want to take these side panels here. And you want to untab them. Right there. Untab that. Untab that. Take these bits out. Like that. Yeah. A little bit of tolerances. Warbotron tolerances. So now you're going to bring your arms down on this hinge here. And you're going to take this panel, you're going to close it up. There's a tab right there that'll go into the slot right there. So just take that. Just close that up real nice-like. So now you want to rotate the arm at this hinge right here. So you can see that hinge right there. And then you're going to rotate the arm at the bicep swivel right up here. It's kind of tight on mine. And then you're just going to bring this down, and you'll see this tab right here will go into that slot right there. It doesn't actually lock in or anything. It's just pretty much like a resting point for it, just to keep it in place. But there you have that. And then you're just going to take the arm and just rotate it to the side like that. So second verse, same as the first. Just bring that arm down, bring that up, rotate it at that top hinge, close up this panel right here. You want to rotate it at the bicep swivel, which on this side, very tight, kind of scary tight. I don't like that. And then just bring that down like that. And then just rotate all this down like that. So once you have that done, you're going to take this little backpack section here, unpeg it. So there's a peg right there. It goes into the port right there. Just bring that up. It's on a double hinge. And then you want to take this whole assembly right here, and this will pivot up, which being a pain in the butt now. There we go. It will pivot up, and you'll see these pegs right here will end up in those ports right there. So just bring that up, push it in. That will lock into place right there. Once you do that, you want to open this panel. It's going to be a little bit of a pain. There we go. Open that up. Flip that down. Close that back up. Now you have that. Now you have your combiner peg right there. You can pull that up to this little panel. Just flip that down. Oops. Flip that down like that. Oh, there we go. You want the arms down like that. Get back in there. Get back in there, man! Who told you you could leave? You go back to your home. Not your home! Stay in your home! So anyway, flip that up. And now you're going to take this backpack section. It's on a slider right here. It's on a very stiff slider. It's really hard to kind of get this thing moving. You're just going to have to take it and push it up, and you'll unclick it from that spot, and you have to push it up all the way until you hear it click again. And I honestly don't like doing that because it's applying a lot of force that just frankly scares me. It's not all the way up. It really scares me. That's the one part of this transformation that legit scares me. Did it go up all the way? Okay, no, it did. Alright, that's the one part that I hate doing. Because that's just legit scary right there. So we got this upper section done for the most part. So now, come down here, split the legs, and extend them. Right there. You want to flip up the tail fins like that. The wings, you want to take this fin, fold that in, take this part of the wing, fold it under like that. Then you're going to take the wing itself. You see it's on a track right here. So you want to push this up like that. You'll see there's a little tab, and it goes into, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes into that groove right there and holds the wing in place. So you want to take this, rotate it, and now you can bring this back. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, okay, I did that right, sorry. Bring this back like that. I just went the wrong way. And then you can slide it back down until it clicks back into place. And then just wrap it around the back of the leg, and this tab right here will go into the port right there. Again, you have a lot of joints to work with there, so you can just make sure you get everything lined up just right. And there you go. Second verse, same as the first. Everything actually flipped itself in for me. Thank you. You're so considerate, toy. You're so considerate. So, bring that up. Rotate. You can bring that back. Slide it back down. So it clicks into place. Wrap that around the leg. Tab that in. Like that. And there you have that. And that is where this piece comes into play. You do get two of these. You get one for double strike, and you get one for this guy right here, for turbo ejector. And these are basically what the combined mode hands will plug onto. So how this works is, it's in two pieces. You pop this piece off. You take this piece, and this is what we'll sandwich in between the legs here. So you just take it. Squeeze that together, and this piece here has two tabs that will go into these two slots right here. So just slide that on, get that tabbed in, and there you go. Then the hand will plug right onto that. So once you have that done, rotate them at the waist, so now it's an elbow joint. One thing that doesn't work is, you can see here, there are tabs right here that are supposed to kind of interlock, and they don't. They don't. There's just seems like it's another case of tolerances, Warbotron tolerances. I think this tab is actually a little too thick. I think that's what's keeping it from going in. So I probably have to go in there and shave some plastic off. But yeah, that's supposed to, you know, kind of interlock and make that nice and closed up like, but it don't really work. But there you have that. So now, what you want to do is you want to bring these guns back into play. And what will happen here is, this peg right here will go into this port right here. Now, when I took this out of the box, I could not plug these in for anything. It was way too tight. If you have that problem, this backpack is made up of two pieces. There are just screws underneath this black piece right here, where those ports are. There are two screws there. Just loosen those up, and it fixes the problem. So, just plug that in there. Like that. And now, there's this post right here, and we'll go into that groove right up in there on the gun. So let me get the other one in first before I do that. And then you just kind of put the peg in there. And this part doesn't really work all that successfully, because I find that, you know, you get one side in, and then when you plug the other side in, it kind of wants to pop the other side out again. See? So this part doesn't work totally successfully. And I think I have this backpack pushed down as far as it'll go. Oops. I popped that out. Yeah, this part of the transformation is a little bit of a pain in the butt. I just try to get it in there as best I can, and I think that's good enough. Just leave it like that. And once you do that, you just take these little wings, and they will plug into these side ports right here, and then you just fold them back on that hinge. And then plug that in, fold it back on that hinge. This port is a little bit looser than the ports that they're in originally in jet mode. Like, these ports are nice and snug. These ports are a little bit on the loose side. I mean, it's not floppy or anything. They won't fall out or anything, but you can feel it's just a little bit looser. There's not as much tension there, not as much friction. But yeah, there you go. There he is in arm mode. Arm mode. So yeah, your combiner peg there. Of course, it'll have, you know, a swivel, nice double jointed elbow. And of course, you'll have your wrist and whatnot. And we'll get onto all that when we actually plug all these guys together. So there he is, arm mode. So on to robot mode. So what you're going to do here is you're going to rotate the waist right here. The easiest way I found to remove this piece is just kind of take the legs and just kind of start wiggling them. I'll usually just wiggle that free. I just found that's the easiest way to do it. Then you can pop this off, put that off to the side. Then you can flip down his feet right there. Flip down that connector peg. Raise the camera up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So now we're going to lift up this panel right here to remove these guns. Those out of the way. And then you're going to just take all this, angle this back on that double hinge. Then you want to take this and just bring it back down. Oh, before you do that, actually, you want to open this up, flip this head back out, close it back up, and now you can bring this down. And that will lock into place right there. Bring the arm down, rotate it at this swivel, which again is really tight on this side. I hate doing that. And there you go. Right there. And you can open this panel up, flip out the hand. Right there, close that back up. Rotate it so it's oriented properly. Second verse, same as the first. Bring that down. Rotate that. No. Rotate it there at that joint. Open that up. Flip out the hand. Close it up. Rotate. Rotate his head so he's looking forward. These wings you can leave here if you want on the shoulders. The instructions tell you to plug them into the front of the shoulders. But of course, as always, it's your toy. You can display it however you want, but we'll go by the book right here. So plug those in there. And then the backpack, you want to take this section and you want to slide it back down on this track, which again, I hate doing. There we go. It's not all the way down. Again, you want to pull it till it clicks into place, and that's always too hard to do. I think I got it. That part always scares me. And you just want to bring it back up here. That sits on his back like that. And I believe we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. There we go. Woo! So there is a double strike in his robots mode. There you go. Nice looking robot mode. I do like the design of him. Pretty cool. Getting close here on the head sculpt. The paint on the face, as you can see, is not perfectly well done. You can see how the red here doesn't go all the way, doesn't go as far back as it's supposed to. You can kind of see there, it's a little sloppy looking on that side there on the cheek. So, yeah, well, a little shoddy paint work there. You got some gold right here. You get some gold right here on the chest. You got some nice silver right here on his crotch. Some gold going down the thighs here. Of course, you have those gold bits there. There you have his feet. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And, you know, again, those gold details right there. And he just has a little backpack, which is nice. Not a lot of junk. Not a lot of junk in his trunk. So he's got that going on. There you have him. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. You can have him, you can look up a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a little bit. It's like, that's it. You can't really look down. You can use a transformation joint to have him look down if you want. Side-to-side movement, very minimal just due to how his head is shaped. Right there, the arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. Of course, if you bring the arms forward, they don't move outward at all. So that movement is limited. You do have a bicep swivel right here. You also have that swivel right here above the elbow, which is extremely tight on mine. So tight I can barely move it. Elbow bend, about 90 degrees. Actually, slightly over 90 degrees of elbow bend. Wrist swivel, hands can open and close. You got a waist joint. I'll use little side hip pieces here on a double hinge, so they'll move out of the way for you. Legs can go forward, they can go back, in and out. Thigh swivel. Due to the wings, you don't get that much knee bend. If you want some more knee bend, then you have to kind of undo the wings here. Then you get 90 degrees. Right there. And the feet, you know, he can move his toes up, and he does have an ankle tilt. It's more like a toe tilt, but, you know, you do have some tiltage there. And there you go. Of course, he can hold his weapons. Just slip down these handles right here. And he can hold his weapons just fine. Right there. Oops. And right there. I actually really do like his guns, though. I think his guns are cool. And there you have that. There you have Double Strike. Now for comparison. Alright, let's see if we can get a group shot here. Here we have Turbo Ejector. Here we have Speed Wheel. Here we have Hammer Sharpener. And here we have Laser Cannon right there. Move your sword out of the way so you can sit a little closer here to the group. There we go. And there you have it. There you have your Not Technobots together at last. Woo! Nice looking set, I will say. They're a nice looking set. The set overall as a whole, I think, you know, like I've said in the past reviews, I think the set overall is definitely an improvement over their Combaticons. I feel that Speed Wheel is the weakest figure, and that's only because his arm articulation is just super limited. You really can't do much with his arms, posability-wise. And I think Laser Cannon is definitely the best figure of this set. I love him. He's definitely my favorite figure. But yeah, overall, I think it's a good set. Like I said, definitely an improvement over their Combaticons. I don't know. I didn't really keep up with reports on these guys as far as QC issues. All I know is I did not have any real problems with mines. I mean, they all have their tolerance issues here and there. That's just the way it is with these figures. Tolerances, Warbotron, tolerances. But yeah, they all have their tolerance issues here and there. But for the most part, I feel they are an improvement. So there you go. There you have the group all together. Woo, group. Get out of here. And just for a mainline comparison, here he is with Combiner Wars Prime. As you can see there. A little bit shorter than a current mainline Voyager. So, there you have that. So yeah, Double Strike. Yeah, cool figure. Like I said, pretty much on par with the other guys in this set. So there you go. So on tomorrow's video, we are finally going to take all of these guys, slap them together, and make us a Not Computron. So stay tuned for that. There you go. So if you would like a Double Strike or any of Warbotron's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my WBO3 playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out M-Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Warbotron on Double Strike, and this is Emgo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Big geek, bear proud, palm in your face. Hey, Prime, where are the boys? Oh, Strafe, your partners are over there, and they've all lost their minds. Why? They don't like pizza bagels. Oh, well, I don't see why not. I like pizza bagels. You do? Yeah, they're pretty good. Oh, thank Primus for you, Strafe. Thank Primus for you. Come here, you. No, Prime, I love you, man. I love you. Prime, I'm pretty sure this is violating some kind of policy. Prime, no, we need to hug this out. I'm too happy. Prime, seriously, this is getting very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable, Prime. No, come on. Share the joy with me. Strafe. Prime, seriously, I'm gonna go to HR. No! Listen. You have to talk sense into your teammates, okay? Talk sense into them, okay? I'll do whatever you want. Just stop hugging me. I'll think about it.